Hi, I'm James Schillinglaw for Insider Travel Videos, and I'm here with Lara Vancans, who is National Sales Director for U.S. and Canada for Sanctuary Retreats, and this is Insider Travel Videos. Lara, we're here today to talk a little bit about Sanctuary Retreats. So first of all, describe the company for me and what it does.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for having me. We are a collection of 14 luxury safari camps and lodges throughout Africa, as well as 6 luxury boutique river vessels all over the world. So we're in China, we're in Myanmar, we're in Egypt. But what ties all these experiences together is their incredible, unique connection to place. Each one is incredibly different, and our high sanctuary levels of service and standards that run throughout the portfolio.
Now, talk a little bit about the newest products that you have on. I understand you have some new lodges and a new riverboat.
We do. We actually, just last year, we completely rebuilt one of our camps in Botswana, actually. Mm-hmm. So right in the heart of the Okavango Delta on Chiefs Island, which is known as the predator capital of Africa. We've rebuilt this fabulous luxury lodge called Sanctuary Chiefs Camp. Mm-hmm. So we're talking plunge pools on your private deck, expansive rooms with gorgeous design, looking out over the floodplains, a private 2-bedroom luxury villa where you have your own chef and your own private guide.
Not exactly roughing it, I guess, right?
Oh, you know, it's hard out there.
So you have that lodge, and what else?
We do. We've got a newer to our portfolio is a lodge down in the Madikwe Game Reserve in South Africa called Sanctuary Makanyani, a really luxurious, romantic retreat on its own private land within the Greater Madikwe Reserve.
Right.
So malaria-free, different to the Sabi Sand and Kruger in a different ecosystem, but still about the same difference in terms of travel time from Johannesburg, so easily accessible.
And then you have a new or refurbished river ship too, but not in Africa, in China, right?
Yeah. Jumping over to Asia, we just relaunched our Sanctuary Yangtze Explorer, which is a boutique vessel on the Yangtze River. It's the smallest vessel on the Yangtze River with only 62 cabins, definitely providing the most luxurious experience. So we really cater to our Western understanding of luxury and expectation in a very intimate setting. So when you've been jumping around from Shanghai to Beijing, quick movements all the time, you get to come to us, unpack, and cruise through the gorgeous Yangtze River.
Yeah. So this follows, you have luxury boats on the Nile and also in Irrawaddy in Myanmar too, right?
We do. We've got a small ship on the Irrawaddy as well that was built at the end of 2014. So that's 21 cabins, all balcony, all suite ship with a very contemporary take on authentic traditional Burmese design. So again, that theme of being very true to location, true to place, you'll see that reflected throughout all of our lodges and all of our vessels.
Well, talk to me a little bit about the experience you deliver at your lodges. What makes it unique? We talked about the luxury, but what really makes it stand out?
Yeah, that's a very common word these days. I think, luxury gets interpreted in lots of different ways, and we try and manifest luxury through experience. So whether that's through the way you connect with the staff at the lodge, they become your friends, it's warm, it's open, or it's the wow experiences. So it's coming home after a long day on safari and walking out onto your private deck, and all of a sudden there's a copper bath full of bubble bath and set up with candles all around. It's those little moments that people take away when they leave us, and those are the impressions that stick.
Yeah, and then what about on the river ships? I mean, there are a lot of river ships in the market today, a lot of great experiences. What makes yours stand out, do you think?
I mean, on a ship like the Yangtze Explorer in China, we've got a 1-to-1 staff to passenger ratio. So it's incredibly high attention to detail, and the warmth. I mean, I just got back from our boats on the Nile in Egypt, and I saw a lot of the competition, and I couldn't wait to come home. I wanted to come back to the guys that I'd spoken to about their lives in Egypt. I'd learned from the people on board, the staff. I hadn't just been served by them.
Right.
So that was really special.
Now, this year, what are proving to be your most popular destinations for your customers?
Botswana. Botswana is really leading the market. Both because we have just relaunched one of our lodges there, but it's also just a very hot destination in general. South Africa, the Rand has had a lot to do with that.
Yeah, it's a great value now, right?
Exactly, great value. We're also seeing a lot of attention refocusing towards East Africa as well. So our properties in Tanzania and even Egypt. I'm so excited to say we're seeing
that's great to hear.
A lot of growth out of this market. It's coming out of this market. So
well, it's nice to hear that that's back. Now, can you tell travel agents about how to best work with Sanctuary Retreats? Because I know you work through wholesalers, but tell me a little bit about how they should approach it.
Absolutely. So my role primarily in the States, I do work with the wholesalers, but approach your favorite DMC or approach your favorite tour operator, talk to them. And if I haven't been in there yet, I will go there and make sure they have everything they need to support you.
Great.
Yeah.
Lara, thank you very much for filling us in on sanctuary retreats. A lot going on, a lot in the lodges and in the rivers all over the place in Africa, Egypt, China, Myanmar. Sounds great, and look to hear more in the future.
Thank you so much, James. Bye-bye.
I'm James Shillinglaw for Insider Travel Videos.